Mark Pope had a long press conference yesterday. We have a bunch of videos about specific things he said, including Travis Perry and the total NIL valuation of this Kentucky roster. But one of the more interesting moments in this press conference was when he was asked about the Kentucky Louisville game, which is obviously a huge matchup that is taking place very early in the season, first week of the season. Some people are not so happy about that. Here's Mark Pope addressing the fact that Kentucky and Louisville are playing so early. And Mark Pope wants to make it clear he didn't have anything to do with the date of this game.
I heard there might be a push. People wanted that in December. Is that true? So blame Louisville for that, okay? I actually don't know how we got to the date. There's more important people are dealing with those issues than me, but I'm sure it's Louisville. So I say that with all due.
So, okay, little tongue in cheek. Obviously, the last part, I'm sure it's Louisville's fault. But there's been speculation here, point blank, that the reason this game is being played so early is because Pat Kelsey and Louisville insisted on getting it played early in the hopes that maybe one Jaden Quaintance would not be available for this game. Do you think that that's what Mark Pope is alluding to here when he says blame Louisville for the fact that this game is being played so early?
I think so. So you and I get like random, DMs from time to time, right? And we got to like decipher whether they mean something, who it's coming from, because anyone can say anything, right? And we're not in like the rumor business. Um, Actually, I guess we are. Let's stop acting like we're not.
Yeah,
Love a
that's
good,
our entire business.
yeah, I actually love a good rumor. I absolutely love a rumor. But like, I think it was last Friday, I got a random DM and it said essentially this. Like, it basically said, like, Pat Kelsey gave Mark Pope an ultimatum. He's like, play this game here or it ain't happening. And basically, Mark Pope was like, well, I mean, Mark Pope, he wants this game to happen, right? So he's like, all right, fine, I'll play you anytime, anywhere, it's whatever. Um, this is my first stock down moment for my cards. We haven't missed all summer. Like we've been good. Michael Brown, Brickley Invitational, Conwell, Woolley, McNeely, Kayshawn Pryor back. Everything's been turning up, Myville, my cards. I don't I don't know if I like this move necessarily. It seems a little and I'll probably work my way to the end of this video where I absolutely love this move because it's a killer move from Kelsey being like, yeah, I know one of your guys isn't gonna be there. I want to play you then. Because I want to destroy you. I don't care about you. But is a little bit of a little inkling of smoke ducking here. Just a bit.
Yeah, wait a second. You got to the finish line before I could even like jump in. You don't like this from a Louisville perspective?
I thought that until I started talking it through and going through the thoughts in my head. Cards are back up.
Yeah, Pat Kelsey, if this is truly what happened, which I'm not sure I believe it.
Greg, it's Pat Kelsey.
I mean, I believe that part of it.
Co-
But
uh,
like,
if we had a stupid short on top five coaches to give another coach an ultimatum to play a game, Pat Kelsey would be one on my list.
so here's my interpretation of this. I'm going to give you the evaluation of your interpretation of it, and then I want to give you my interpretation of what actually happened. Your interpretation is that Pat Kelsey actually did this, strong armed Mark Pope into playing this game, and Mark Pope is now just kind of like making a half joke about it, but half serious. Like, yeah, this is Louisville forced us into playing this game this early. If that is what happened, Pat Kelsey's a dog. Like Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope are always going to be measured by each other here, right? This is one tiny little coach and one extremely tall coach. Two guys that were hired at the exact same time to in-state rivals to revive these programs. Both of them had an awesome, phenomenal first year. But they are always going to be measured by what they do head to head. And Pat Kelsey looked Mark Pope in the eyes here and said, we'll play this game on our terms. We are the ones who call the shots. And Mark Pope said, yes, yes, Coach Kelsey. Okay. Like, if that's the interpretation of what happened, if you believe that's what happened. I don't believe that's what happened.
D-
And here's
d-
why.
Wait, before you get to that, can I get this one quick little thing in?
Please.
Do you think they discussed this face to face?
This video is presented by Underdog Fantasy, and they've got a free pick tonight that you're going to want to take advantage of. Anthony Edwards to score over 0.5 points. Ant scores every single playoff game, as far as I know. Card, has he ever not scored?
Not since I've been alive, and that's 32 years for those wondering out there.
That pick sounds extremely free. Promo code SLEEPERS as a first time depositor at Underdog Fantasy. You can get up to $1,000 in bonus bets and a free pick. This is the shortest ad read we've ever done. You're welcome. Back to the video. Over like a kombucha.
No, it would just be like kind of like Kelsey just looking up like, "Hey, play this shit in November, or we're not doing it." And then Mark Pope's like, "I mean, all right, Pat, I guess we gotta do it." Like
Yeah.
it's just like two
It's
totally
like
different
it's
people
the
talking.
little pit bull that is just terrifyingly scary to the Great Dane, right? The Great Dane's like shaking in fear while the pit bull's like barking from his ankles. Like that's
Yeah.
what's going on here. So but I don't believe that's what happened. I straight up don't believe that's what happened for two reasons. Number one, if it is what happened, I don't think Mark Pope would have joked about this the way he did. You heard the quote. We just played it, and I think it was KSR who had the video of it. So shout out to those guys. But um, the first part of what he says makes it seem like it's real. Just like, yeah, blame Louisville for that. But then when he goes on to elaborate, he's like, yeah, wasn't it some people like wanted December or something? Yeah, it's above our pay grade. I'm not even involved in this. But I'm sure if something went wrong, it's Louisville's fault. He's just making like, I don't want to say making shit up, but like he's playing the fun coach character here. Like he's basically saying Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope both had nothing to do with this. But if someone's upset with something, just blame Louisville. Don't blame us. The body language PhD in me watching this press conference says that this was absolutely not like a serious issue here. I don't interpret this as there was any actual real discussions or a fight between Louisville and Kentucky on when to play this game. Um, and quite frankly, the last point of why I don't believe this happened, I don't think Mark Pope would let it happen. I think Mark Pope does have some killer shit to him. I don't think Mark Pope would roll over, lay down, and die if Pat Kelsey was trying to strong arm him into doing something that's not best for his basketball program. So, point blank, I believe Mark Pope is too confident. It has too much of a killer instinct to let that happen. I think he's shown that in a multitude of ways in his first year at Kentucky. Do you think that's a fair read by me? Like it's hard to believe that Mark Pope would actually let Pat Kelsey steer something like this, right?
No, I don't think it's that surprising.
Why?
Because I think that Mark Pope is a, I think he puts others above himself. I think he's a pleaser naturally. And this game happening, I think he would go out of his way to accommodate others and and in the back of his mind too, he's like, my fan base wants this game. If my ultimatum truly is play this now or don't play it, he's like, I mean, man, those games meant so much to me when I played at Kentucky. Like this fan base needs this.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I think he has enough, lack of a better word, shit to him to be the team that's dominating the terms. Like, I think that everything Mark Pope does as the coach of Kentucky carries an aura of we are Kentucky. We do what we want here. I don't think he would let a Louisville coach call the shots like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Honestly, biggest takeaway, the fact that just the scheduling date of this game is such a disruptive conversation. This rivalry's so back,
Oh, it's been back.
is extremely back.
Oh, there was a TBT game last year where a former player spit on Kentucky people. It's been back, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're
It's
right.
back.
And that's a credit to both of these coaches, I think.
Yeah, I can't wait for this game. I don't care when it is.
Yeah. Do we need to go?
I don't know. I don't know if the thing is, the first time we go, where's this game at? Is that the
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm fine with that. I just want my first trip to Kentucky. I want to be on Kentucky side.
I think that's a fair ask from you.
Oh, dang, I would be so sick of the jokes I would get being in the Yum Center.
We could go and you could rep your L's and I could rep my Kentucky Wildcats.
You might get your ass beat.
At Louisville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
And I might immerse myself so much in it, I might beat your ass.
That's crazy.